Welcome to Magic Proving Grounds, the only Magic the Gathering podcast that proves that body of Sheoldred's is absurd. With me, I have your very special co-host, Ben.
It's got legs for days.
And your other very special co-host, Other Dave.
Other Dave is here.
And then I am, of course, the moderator of this podcast, Moderator Dave. What have you guys been doing this week?
Well, I have a new slogan.
I'm pretty sure Ben's just been sleeping.
I wish. Kind of tired. But my new slogan is Make Jund Great Again. That's my mission. I have a plan. And it involves Modern Jund and Soul of Wind Grace plus Renin 6 and some other cards. I don't know. I'm doing some brewing. I'm doing some testing. I'm trying to make myself a nice package to be competitive and modern with Jund.
So
That's my goal.
Is it make Jund great again versus build black better?
Yes, well, that's the standard slogan. So the modern slogan is yeah.
I'm digging the political slogan mockery here. To be honest, totally my jam. What have you been up to, Other Dave?
I've been coming up with political slogan mockeries for Magic.
Nice.
Yeah, nailed it.
No, I've been doing a whole lot of nothing this week. We've just been busy, so I don't even think I got my 15 wins in Arena this week.
Well, to be fair, the Dominaria's been out for 3 weeks, so you know the hype for that's died down, and we're fixing to get into spoilers for the next set. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And what next set? Brothers War?
Brothers War, yeah.
Okay.
It's coming.
Mark my words. Like next week, they're gonna start dropping the fact that the Urza lands are in Brothers War. I can feel it.
The Urza lands.
Yeah. Urza,
are we gonna
Tower, Mine.
Oh, okay. So that's your prediction that the Tron lands will be
the Tron lands. I'm sorry.
Standard legal.
Is that the preferred vernacular? The Tron.
Yeah. Everybody talks about Urza. It's Urza Tron. Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm not a modern player, so I didn't know that.
So I have this other thing that I just want to talk about. It has to do with brewing. Alphabetizing your cards. Holy moly. That's basically what I've been doing. I went to go start brewing, and then I'm like, I know I have some of these cards. Let me go find them. And then I figured out that I'm wasting an inordinate amount of time searching through box after box for these cards. So then I decided.
And so now he's wasting an inordinate amount of time sorting.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So have you gone with my very patented special sorting method?
Yeah, because so there's a problem. Cards change rarities very often, so you can't sort by rarity because, like, for example, Monastery Swift Spear just got downgraded to common, so I have uncommon versions and common versions. So the only way to do it is just alphabetically by color, period. Mm-hmm. So I have a giant table that is A to Z.
Is that the only way to do it?
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Here's how you do it. Is like maybe if you're a set collector, it's different because you want to make sure you have one of each set. So if you're the type of person that collects sets, this is not the way to do it. You know your way. Disregard this. But if you're somebody who just plays and wants to have the cards that you need when you need them, this is the best way. I promise you. Alphabetize by alphabetical order by color. And then you put the void spells in the collar that matches the mana symbols on the card. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
I guess I don't play with the void spells. I don't even think I have one of those cards.
The reason why you do that is because the void was only in 2 sets.
Yeah.
So why have a stack of void cards?
Gotcha.
Or why put them in the colorless spells when they're not actually? they're technically mechanically colorless, but you can't cast them without green mana, so they're not colorless.
Just like you would put a colored casting artifact in with the color that used to cast the artifact. Yeah, same idea.
Scenario.
Got it.
Same scenario. And then go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you finish your.
Okay, and then you put colorless and artifact spells together, multicolor spells together, non-basic lands together, and then you Wooburg your basic lands so that you have a nice land tray for drafting. And then that's how you do it. If you want to get extra like OCD, then if you have duplicates, you would put them in set order. That's extra. That's extra work.
What do you mean by set order?
Like newest to oldest. So if you have a Swift Spear that came out in
within the SWI slot in your thing, you would then put the Khans of Tarkir one first, and then the double masters ones. Okay.
Yeah. So if you had multiple copies of Swift Spear, then you would be like Khans first, and then double masters.
Yeah, I'm doing something similar that it consists of non-foil into foil into alternate art into alternate art foil. So in that order. So yeah.
Okay. Well, this is what I do with my foils. I alphabetize them by color. I put them in a big stack, and then I set a brick on top of them.
The only way.
The only way.
No Pringles.
When I lived in the desert, it wasn't a problem, but I've recently moved to a very humid location, and it is a problem.
Yeah. So right now I have a very long buffet table.
With that location is the smell of the river, but
yeah, that's fair.
Gross.
Yeah, I can't speak to the smell of that river.
Oh, it's disgusting.
The river you live next to smells too, though. So
that's true. Yes, it very much does. I would not swim in it.
I would bathe in Ben's River before I got a 2-foot radius of the other one.
That bad, huh?
It smells toxic.
Oh, so it smells like Britney Spears with a snake. No? Okay. So I have a buffet table that is just straight up 26 cards deep or long, 5 cards deep, with the Wooburg, because I'm not doing multicolored and artifacts until later.
Yeah.
And when I can't sleep because I have insomnia sometimes, I have found this is a very therapeutic way to wind down and shut my brain off so I can go to sleep. So it's actually helpful. Yeah. So everybody, sort your collections. It helps. Mental health. Keep it good.
Yeah.
So I will say this. When I had a collection, I only ever sorted by color and set. And once you narrowed it down to color and set, it was usually pretty easy.
Yeah, and but counterpoint, back then, they didn't do a lot of these master sets and stuff and different reprint-specific sets that kind of then make... Because you might have, 3 copies of Swift Spear and Khans of Tarkir, but 1 and double masters. So you only... if you go to Khans, you only think...
I'm pretty sure that I had about 40 copies of Lightning Bolt spread across about 20 different sets. So,
yeah, actually, yeah. They did have the core sets. Yeah, that's true.
And it still was not overly difficult to just go, okay, well, what all sets were Lightning Bolt in?
Yeah, so I do feel like this will help with just brewing in general, I guess. So I decided to just go take the plunge and finally do it. Then my next plan is to use Deckbox to manually enter in all of my cards. If anybody out there has a better suggestion for physical cards than manually entering every card into Deckbox in order to find a searchable digital format of all your collection, then please tell me.
It's a deck in a box.
Yes. No hands, Mom.
I feel like Justin Timberlake wrote a song about that. Yeah, I use deckbox.org.
Oh, one more thing you guys will be proud of me on.
Okay.
I have only bought 2 boxes of Dominaria United, and I'm done. I did not buy my traditional 3rd box of a set.
Was that because you weren't happy with your polls, or because you were like, you know what? It's time to show some restraint?
It was
Neither.
it's because
Neither. He got what he wanted. That's what happened.
I did not. I only have one Phyrexian Sheoldred. I'm gonna have to buy the rest if I ever need her. But
oh no.
Yeah.
Only
How many
one
English
Phyrexian
copies?
Sheoldred?
well,
many
no English copies. The one Sheoldred I have is of the Phyrexian variety, meaning like the Phyrexian text.
You were just being very specific. I was like, okay, so he got a copy. How many English copies did he get?
No. I think I've decided that the best way to do it is just to buy your singles. I opened my packs and got that all out of my system. You know, the thrill of the hunt. And
why not
I'm okay
one
with
box?
just. Well, maybe that's what'll happen with the Brothers War.
I doubt it.
Maybe there might be more. Maybe I'm doing 2 now so I can do 4 later for the Brothers War. I don't know. We'll see.
I'll be proud of you when you aren't buying boxes at all.
Yes,
Unless
yeah,
you're
I'm working there. I'm kicking the habit.
I am okay with you buying one collector's pack a set.
Yes, I did do that. I got second place at my LGS, and almost I just had to put in a few dollars to get a collector's booster of Domineer United. I did not get.
You get anything good?
I did not get a Legends card. I was not one of the 3%ers. But I did get a foil etched showcase braids. So that's pretty nice for the collection. Yeah.
I saw some people saying that they believe that those Legends cards are more common than Wizards claimed that they were. I don't know if there is any truth to that or not.
That would require somebody to open a significant amount of packs to.
Right. That's also why I don't necessarily trust that is true.
I think it's the initial purchases of the collector's boxes are not as high as Wizards expected, so they floated some idea on the internet to boost profits.
It seemed like they were selling pretty well, actually.
Yeah, I think from what I hear, they are.
Tinfoil hats have come out.
Yeah, I mean, the person that I talked about it had a very small sample size, so it's not
right.
Not like I know for sure or anything, but
he
works in a store, so he was looking at the entirety of the people that he knew that opened packs inside of the store.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's a little better than, hey, I bought a booster box and
now
I've got.
I got one, so that 100% of booster boxes. Yeah.
And he said that he didn't give me an exact amount. He said in approximately, I think he said 60 packs. There were 8 Legends cards. So not a huge sample size.
No.
It's still just possible that people got lucky.
Yeah. Just like when I went to the pre-release and over the 3 days probably saw 7 Liliana the Veils opened in pre-release boxes out of maybe 50.
There is a piece of news we could talk about today. That reminded me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, breaking news.
Let's do it.
It's not breaking news, but did you see the announcement for the change in Brother War Prerelease?
Oh, yeah, I did do that. I should have wrote that down.
All right, what is it?
You can buy as much of it as you want.
Oh,
You're
yes.
not limited on pre-release.
I promise you this had nothing to do with my decision to not buy 3 boxes of Dominaria United.
So I don't buy physical cards a lot, so explain to me what the change is precisely. At pre-release, you could only buy a specific amount, and then they would cut you off.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now
and collectors boosters were not part of that. You were not allowed to buy collectors boosters before set release. Like during pre-release, you were not. Yeah, no collectors boosters.
Okay. Cool. Didn't they also change the release date so that it was coming out?
Yes, this one will come out before Arena.
Just like they did with Capenna, right?
This, like, I don't even play paper a lot, but I'm okay with that because deep down I'm old school. And if
I like it that way because in a pre-release, it's kind of like you're playing with the cards for the first time. Everybody gets on an even ground. It's like seems like more pure. I don't know if they've been on Arena for a week. then people have been playing them, and then they go to the pre-release, and then it's a different experience at that pre-release. I think the pre-release should be like excitement, and
yeah.
There should be that quality to it that is lost if you release it on Arena first.
Yeah, you don't want to end up across the table at your pre-release for Moby Dick and have to deal with the fact that they've got the whole set on Arena and have been running.
Yeah, grinding sealed
grinding
on
sealed pools
Arena.
on Arena.
Because
so
no one has ever proxied cards or messed with pre-release
Well,
cards before they were out.
Yeah, well, that takes a lot of effort.
I mean, like if you're gonna do that, then you can, that's on you, I guess.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
You go ahead and have those few extra packs as prizes in your pre-release, man. Like you earned it at that point, I guess.
That's pro level shit. That's not game store hero level nonsense. I can barely work up the gumption to go to my local game store, let alone go for a pre-release and then stay for the entire time. Anytime I've ever done a pre-release, it's I go there, I get my packs, and then I'm like, bye guys, and they're like, see you next time.
I mean, I have participated in pre-release before. I just haven't. I haven't recently. It has been a while.
Yeah, I think they're fun. I've been to the last 3.
Okay, so any more news, or do you want to move into another low effort spoiler segment?
Low effort spoilers.
Yay! Low effort.
Yay!
Just like Wizards' low effort website.
Oh, we'll get to that later.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Okay, so Unfinity's coming out on October 2nd. I'm one of the 3 podcast hosts of this podcast that are actually excited about this set. Had they had their druthers, we probably wouldn't have done it at all, but I make the show notes, so it ended up there. I'm exercising my power in a disproportionate way.
More like one out of every single person that I know that's excited about this release.
There's just something about silver border sets that just make me go nice.
Except these aren't silver bordered, and now it's really confusing because some cards are legal and some aren't, and I'm still confused.
We can.
You literally just explained it to me before the show, and I still have no clue which of these cards I'm looking at are legal in Eternal formats and what are not.
Okay, man. Look, if there's a nut on the card, it's not legal. You feel me?
Yeah.
What? Oh, so I can't make jokes about black borders, but you can make jokes about nutting on cards?
Will the stickers make the cards sticky? Do they leave behind a film?
No. The way that Mark Rosewater described the stickers is that they're akin to Post-it notes.
Oh, okay.
They're not really. They're like, peel and stick, kind of easy to remove.
All right, everybody, hold on, everybody. Before I just have to say this. Go find the card called Cool Fluffy Luxodon. There is a sticker of Karn, a chibi Karn sticker that looks amazing. You guys find it?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You want me to go look this up in the database?
Okay. Yeah, it's called Cool Fluffy Luxodon.
It's a sticker card.
Yeah.
If you start to type Cool Fluffy into Google.
Don't make sure safe search is on.
Just go to Scratch.
Well, the first option is Cool Fluffy Slime Recipes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then Cool Fluffy Haircuts.
Wow.
And I'm going to stop there.
These are everything's weird. This whole set.
It's whole set is weird.
I guess that's the point.
That is the point.
Yeah. I will say there's
more
showcase
important than this chibi Karn sticker is the other sticker. Is that brains on a plate?
Probably.
Yeah. I think it's spaghetti brains, yes.
Or is it like a plate of cat turds?
I'm not.
And it is whatever.
There's no rhyme and reason to what these stickers like, because you think that like the name of the card is 3 separate things on the card. You think it'd be the stickers, but it's not. There's no rhyme to reason. No rhyme.
Those words at the top that are the name of the sticker sheet are stickers themselves. So you peel them off and you
okay.
add them to the name of the.
And then the text box is also a sticker.
Uh-huh.
And the power and toughnesses are also stickers.
Yep.
Dude,
Wait,
this
what?
is weird.
I don't like this.
Oh, come on. It's cool because you can like the main tech that people were complaining about is using, was it pithing needle to turn off the name a card, turn off the abilities of the card.
Yeah.
And then you pull a sticker, you put a sticker on it and change the name of the Jace the Mind Sculptor or whatever. And
So it's no longer target. The pithing needle is no longer
no
targeting
longer
that card.
targeting that card.
You change it to Jace the Fluffy Sculptor?
Yes.
Yep. Don't
Dig it.
turn save search on for that search for sure.
Yes. Anyways, I can't find the stickers.
Jace the Cool
database,
Loxodon?
so I'm giving up. I'll look later. You remember that why we're talking about stickers? Remember how this set was delayed and they didn't really give a really good reason why?
Yeah.
A little piece of trivia. It was because during the pandemic, the company they had contracted with to produce the adhesive for the stickers went out of business.
Oh.
Leaving them with no stick to their stickers. And they had to push the set back in order to find a new vendor for their sticker adhesive.
That sounds like an omen to not do stickers.
Don't do it. So, anyways, let's talk about Space Jace, or as it's known technically, Space Valorant.
Yeah.
He is legal in all
Legacy,
formats.
Vintage, Commander.
Yep. So, you want to read the card there, Ben?
Yep. He is a blue and a white and 2 colorless Space Bellerin. He has the ability Space Sculptor. Space Bellerin divides the battlefield into alpha, beta, and gamma sectors. If a creature isn't assigned to a sector, its controller assigns it to one. Opponents assign first. His +1 ability, or he has 3 starting loyalty, +1. Creatures in each sector can be blocked this turn only by creatures in the same sector. -1. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature in the sector of your choice. And -5. Destroy all creatures in the sector of your choice. This is not a very Jace ability card. Sculpting the space sounds like a Jace thing, but all of his abilities are not very Jace-like.
The -1, that's each creature in that sector, yours and your opponent's, correct?
Yes, whichever sector, you choose alpha, gamma, or beta.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I like that card. I think it's neat. Who knows if it'll see any play in any of the competitive Eternal formats.
It does have some actual gameplay utility, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just very weird.
I don't know. It's a pretty confidential card, as people on the internet seem to think that it's confusing. It makes sense to me.
I get it. My only question is when a creature enters the battlefield, if it isn't, assign it. Okay, so assumably that's sentence, if a creature isn't assigned to a sector, its controller assigns it to one. So when you play a new creature, you put it in one of the sectors.
Yeah, of your
Got
choice.
it. So that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Now, this is probably going to be the most lookable card for the set, unless you guys fight me on it, because I find it absolutely hilarious. But it's the card called
I'm not fighting you on any.
I'm not fighting you over licking a card.
Oh, no, I'll fight you over licking a card.
Just not in this set.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's Attempted Murder. It's black, and X. It's a sorcery, and it's choose target creature. Roll X 6-sided dice. For each even result, put 2 -1 counters on a creature. For each odd result, create a 1/2 blue creature token with flying named Stormcrow. This is hilarious.
Oh, it's the rockabilly. It's the
It's supposed to look like
rockadoodle,
but it's a crow. Yeah, but it's an attempted murder because you're making crows.
Oh, murder of
crows, and also you're trying to kill something. So, it's attempted murder.
That is very punny.
This is why I love the unsets, man. The puns. It's great.
Yeah, they are fun like that. I do like that. I just wish they were silver bordered.
This is legal in Eternal formats. Do you think that this makes any headway into any of them? Yay or nay?
Nay.
No. I mean, Commander.
Well, okay. Yeah, I mean competitive, because you can put anything Commander.
No.
As much as I want to make Jace the guacamole sculptor a thing.
I don't get the guacamole reference, man. It just went right over my head. I'm sorry.
It's one of the stickers.
Oh.
Is guacamole a sticker?
And so I want Jace to make guacamole sculptures.
Yes. That's actually...
Yeah.
And then you can get your little tortilla chips and
he can make a guacamole structure of himself.
Okay. Next card, Phone a Friend.
Yeah, I want to talk about Phone a Friend.
Yeah, talk about Phone a Friend.
Surprisingly, it is exactly what you said. You would think it is. I shouldn't even have to describe this card, but I will. It's blue, 2 blue and 3 colorless sorcery. Call someone and ask them to choose one. If they don't answer, your opponent chooses one. Don't explain anything else. You choose the targets. So this is how the phone call would go. Hey, Mom, I'm playing a game of Magic. Choose one of these things. Actually, you can't even say that. You would just say, hey, Mom, choose one of these. A, gain control of target creature you don't control. B, choose target creature you control. Create 2 tokens that are each copies of it. D, take an extra turn after this one. Or D, draw 7 cards. And then Mom will go, what are you talking about? And then she'll think that she has dementia and go crazy. And then you will get nothing done. But the idea is the person you call would
give a Nigerian prince $1 million in Amazon cards.
Right. That is a possibility. You got to be careful.
So yeah, they pick one, and then that happens in the game. The funny thing about this card is that I never answer my phone, so do not call me when you're trying to play this card, because I will not answer that phone, and I'm sure a lot of people out there share that sentiment. So I expect when you're playing this card, more often than not, your opponent is going to choose.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe you wouldn't answer your phone if I called.
I'm sorry.
I would, because I'd wonder how you got my phone number.
Probably through Ben.
Yeah, I would give it to him.
It's been the same phone number for 13 years, man.
I would give it to you too, Ben.
I'm surprised you don't have it already, to be honest. Anyways, so there's going to be a significant meta around that card, trying to decide which grandparent you're going to call this time.
Yeah. It is an acorn card too.
Yeah.
So it's not legal.
Not legal. And
obviously, but it would be funner if it was.
Could you imagine resolving that and then having to call featured game during the Magic Pro Tour? Be hilarious.
Wild, man. Wild.
Pretty freaking wild.
They'd have the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music queued up for when you make the call.
Okay, and then I'm going to bring up the next card.
Spotlights.
The sound effects.
Yeah.
Regis Philbin is there for some reason.
I say Regis Philbin jumps out.
Okay, so the next card I'm only bringing up because I think it's hilarious that these exist in Magic now. But the name of the card is Park Bleeder. It's a white and 2 colorless mana creature, goat employee.
It's Bleater with a T,
Bleater,
right?
Yeah. Bleater. And then I'm not even going to read the text of the card because it doesn't matter. It's a goat employee. It's a space goat. You got to look at the art. It's a goat.
It is very spacey.
In a space suit. And that exists in Magic the Gathering now. Space goats. I love it.
And they go coast to coast.
Exactly. This is why I love unsets, man. Just that zaniness.
I'm kind of surprised that we have not gotten a space themed set yet.
I know, right?
Like an actual, yeah.
Yeah. Like how has there not been a plane that has spaceships and space battles?
I don't know. It needs to happen so much. I hope it happens soon.
Yeah, we got actual guns in New Capenna, so that's good. So yeah, next is space.
Oh, I hope it happens. Well, not next, because we know the lineup for the next year, and none of that is
right.
War in space.
Well, I suppose they probably had guns before Capenna in like Ixalan, because pirates and stuff, right? They don't have the shooters.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Check the math on that one.
Okay, so this is the last card for our low energy Unfinity spoilers, because if we do any more, then we're just be putting too much energy into it. I have to change the name.
Really, if we do any more, I might retire from this podcast.
That too, and we need the third man. Vorthos, Steward of Myth. Now this is another addition to the Human Gamer cycle. For you unfans out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's the cycle that's named after the Magic player psychographics, where they break down why Magic players play Magic for their whatever reasons they play it for. Anyways, Vorthos focuses on players that like lore. And now we have a card. So, booyah. It's red and one colorless. And it is, as Vorthos, Steward of Myth, enters the battlefield, choose a named Magic character. Each spell you cast with the chosen character and its name, flavor text, or art costs Wooburg less to cast. This effect reduces only the amount of colored mana you pay. And this is obviously a acorn card, so it's not legal in Eternal formats. But
yep.
It's cool. It's fun.
It's a 1/3 creature.
Yeah, it's a 1/3 creature.
Yeah, it's nice that is that the completion of the psychographics? The last one?
I think so, unless they've added any more, because it used to be that it was just Timmy, Johnny, and Spike, and then they added Vorthos, and I don't
okay.
Added. I think that was the last add.
I hate to say this, but Comet Stellar Pup is super cute, and I just want to mention that.
I'm glad that you brought that up. I love it too.
But we can't say any more about it.
Yeah.
I will say that the art on these, like as an art guy, I really like the art, the borderless treatment they're providing for this, and the frames are really appealing to the eye. And then the alternate art cards of the 50s cartoons, like the Jetsons, I guess maybe is what that looks like, or the Powerpuff Girls, that kind of Gennady Tarkovsky art. I really like those.
Yeah, I do too.
Not enough to buy to get them, but I do like the card art.
Walter, I think we've got a problem here. Yesterday, the boss didn't want me to change the fry oil again.
What's the problem? That's less work for you.
Well, the problem is that last night I paid a street urchin $1 gold to stake out the joint to see what the boss was doing with the fry oil. The urchin was supposed to meet me here in the morning and give me a full report, but he didn't show up.
Mo, that guy took your gold. You got scammed.
This isn't Capenna, Walter. Not everyone here's a crook. I bet the boss got him. This is more dangerous than I first thought. We're going to have to be more careful now.
How about we be so careful we drop this whole nonsense, pretend it's not our problem, because it isn't a problem.
We can't do that, Walter. Last time the Phyrexians were on Dominaria, everyone almost died. We have to do something. But what?
Oh, God. Please, just stop.
I've got it. When we make the boss's lunch today, I'll give him 2 options. One will be greasy, oily, deep-fried chicken. The other will be baked chicken. Definitely no oil. If the boss is a Phyrexian, he'll be unable to resist the fried chicken.
Why? Because Phyrexians love oil that much?
Exactly.
Mo, you've worked here for months. Everything here is fried. Look at the boss. It is very clear he loves fried food. He's going to pick the fried chicken. This proves nothing.
Just wait and see. Phew! That took a little longer than I thought. It's actually kind of hard to cook something without frying it here. Boss, I made you your lunch. I got a real treat for you today.
What is it, my boy?
I made you 2 dishes today, boss. One is fried chicken, and the other is baked chicken. My own special recipe, actually. Pick whichever one you want.
Oh, that's good thinking, my boy. Sales have been sagging lately, and the healthier option may be in bringing in new customers. I'll try the baked chicken, and if it's good, maybe we'll put it on the menu as a special.
Oh, thank God. We can put this behind us.
No, Walter. I think the boss is onto us. He must be extra suspicious after having killed that guy I paid to case the joint.
What?
You said yourself he was going to pick the fried chicken, yet he didn't. Why? Because he wanted to throw us off the trail. That's why. We need another test.
Look, if we do one more test and it does not prove the boss is a Phyrexian, can you please drop this?
Oh, no, Walter. It would have to be a really good test.
Promise me you'll drop this, and I will tell you the best test.
Okay, Walter. I promise.
You said the Phyrexians were basically robots in disguise, right? Like they are mostly metal, right? What we need is a magnet. Sticks to the boss. It stands to reason he's made of metal. If not, he isn't. All we need is a magnet.
Oh, actually, I have one on me. See?
Good Lord. Where did that magnet come from? And why do you keep one that large on you?
I usually don't, but I was going to go trash fishing after work. It calms me down, and I've been real stressed lately on account of the boss being a Phyrexian.
All right, whatever. I'm going to call the boss in here, and you just hold it close to the boss and see if there's an attraction. But be inconspicuous.
Okay.
Hey, boss, I need to talk to you for a second.
Oh, what is it, my boy?
Okay, Walter, I think I got it.
What is this thing?
Oh, no.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the main bit for this week. Can we get some noise? Generate some noise. Yeah, it's for the championship, the arena championship number 1 happened this weekend. Did any of you guys watch it?
No. Absolutely not.
I don't know. We won't touch on it much, but it seemed to be a pretty not good viewing experience.
This is just a great bit. Have you guys done this? No. Have you guys done this one? No.
I have watched other tournaments before, but I mean, if I have a choice between tournament and football, football is going to win every time.
Yeah, you'll catch the VOD. I did know this was going on because I saw that the actual Magic channel was streaming, and I popped in real quick and looked at it and realized it was on Arena and not in paper. And then I was like, nah, I'm out.
Right quick. You're like, nope. Yeah.
Well, the commentary, maybe this 5 minutes that I got of it, the commentary was just not like, it was not good. I don't know how else to describe it. It felt weird and awkward, and I was just like, I'm going to go to watch another show, and then tuned out. So,
they were not able to seal the deal in 5 minutes. It's really important. You got to seal the deal in 5 minutes, or you lose your audience. Anyways, the thing that I'm interested in why we're talking about this is not because of the broadcast quality, but because we're checking out the new alchemy meta. This was not the good standard that they were playing in. They were playing in the bad standard, otherwise known as alchemy. It's the standard set of cards and also their alchemy counterparts. So we're looking at the meta, and I thought it was kind of interesting. You're kind of our meta guy, Ben, so do you want to start breaking it down?
The what? For alchemy? I am not a meta guy for alchemy.
You're the
meta guy, though.
You're the meta guy. You've got the tools to break down this meta. You have to do it. I'm sorry. That's
okay. So let's just do this in a just a brief glance. Everybody's playing black.
Yes, that's true.
Sums it up. That's it.
There's black in every deck.
Yeah, I think we counted right before the show started, and 5 out of the top 8 played Sholdred, either in the main or in the side.
No good. Doesn't have any TV.
Yep. There is a lot of Liliana, a lot of Obnixilis.
I'm still actually confused about modern players not liking Sholdred.
It is so powerful. I just don't understand.
I mean, it doesn't die to bolt. Isn't that the only thing that modern cards need to do?
It can't be fatal pushed. And well, it's hard to fatal push it. You're right. If you want to March of Otherworldly Light, you got to pay a lot because it's cost 4. So yeah, it's harder to remove. Yeah, that's seriously the only reason people were poo-pooing it. And those same people are now eating their words and saying, man, this is a really great card. I don't know. I looked at it and I thought it was cool.
Shieldred in your Jund, your Make Jund Great Again deck?
Unfortunately, no, I don't think so. I don't think there's going to be room. There's still hope, though. Still hope. Yeah, so there's a lot of, it seems like black is pretty dominant in the current standard meta and also in the alchemy standard meta. Here we have the finals went to 2 Rakdos sacrifice decks, so it was a mirror match in the final. The idea of these decks is that it's a lot of sacrificing using Oni Colt Anvil from Kamigawa. Yep. And then Esper mid-range was another heavily represented archetype in this.
Literally half the top 8 was Esper mid-range.
Yep.
It was Esper mid-range, Rakdos Sacrifice, and then 1 domain control deck.
Yep, and that was it. So
1 Brave Soul that decided to go in there with something a little different.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he lost to a Rakdos Sacrifice deck to an 2-0 in the match in the quarterfinals.
Top 8, yeah.
Yep.
But our hats off to him.
I will say, after experiencing just general, watching people play Magic on the internet via Twitch and listening to podcasts and stuff, I will say Domain. It can be powerful, especially with the lands that we have in our disposal. Since the last time they did a push for the domain mechanic, it seems to have improved.
Those Capenna Triomes really hitting hard.
Yeah, yes, Triome and Shockland is a thing that happens more than we originally thought. Especially in Modern, when you have the fetch lands, you can specifically make 5 colors in domain on turn 2 fairly easy. Excellent. So yeah, domain can be powerful. I'd like to see it be a part of break into Modern. I just don't think that. I just don't think it's going to be as powerful. I mean the card Leyline Binding is basically turning the format on its head in a way that was kind of expected, but somewhere in some decks you were like, wow. So like Temur Rhinos is now either a 4 or a 5 color build if you put Yorion in it. Because of Leyline Binding, it fills a void that deck had a weakness to. So yeah, it's domain can be good. Don't underestimate it.
Yep. The thing that I found interesting when I was looking through the top 8 deck lists was that the top performing Esper mid-range, which was piloted by Soto Yosuka, had quite a few of the specialized creatures from Alchemy Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was cool.
I really dislike those cards.
That's the thing, but apparently
It had.
they have utility. So
Wait.
what makes them good?
Hold on. What? I can't. That's not clickable. Your website's not clickable, Wizards. Why can't I click on this card and see what the card does?
Wizards, why aren't your alchemy cards in Gatherer already? Come on, man.
Yeah, like I can click on Sholdred,
Yeah,
but I can't click on Tasha the Unholy Archmage.
it has a paper variant.
Oh.
I told you we get back to this website. But yeah, so Lizelle Gift Yaki Warrior is the specialized white for it, and then the black one was in there. Vaconia Night Singer's Disciple.
Okay, so hold on. This is the I have to bitch for a second because I was going to say this Esper midrange has one creature in it, and it is a Sholdred the Apocalypse. Yeah. One creature. However, there's a whole other column called Other that has a bunch of creatures in it.
Because they're all conversations before you go on here.
Oh my God, I can't even.
That's exactly what I said when I seen this list, man.
Yeah, he was like, "How's this mid range with only one creature?" And
what's
turns
going
out
on here?
It's not only one creature. The alchemy cards just aren't listed under creature.
Yeah, because I assume they're not in Gatherer.
But they held a whole arena championship based on alchemy, where the winner gets to go to the Pro Tour. But they can't. But there's a whole there's an other section on their website when you want to see what these Pro Tour players people now. Sam Rolfe, you want to look at his deck, and you can't click on a lot of his cards that he played with.
Why are you shitting on Sam Rolfe?
It's not Sam Rolfe's fault. I'm just saying if I wanted to be like, this guy's really good.
On Sam Rolfe.
Yeah, have nothing to do with it.
All right, Sam Rolfe, congratulations on first place and congratulations on your qualification. But I want to be able to click on your deck, your Sanguine Brushstroke, but Wizards will not let me. I don't know what your deck does because I can't click on that. But I do know enough of the other cards to know what your deck does, and it seems pretty solid.
And just a minor correction: they qualify for Worlds.
Okay, thank you. Are they going to be playing? Are they going to be playing Arena Alchemy at Worlds?
Gosh, I hope not. I also had to hunt for their little pyramid graphics to figure out what they qualified for because it was rather ambiguous.
They need to do so much better. Please do so much better.
The Magic.gg site is not user friendly whatsoever, and it's kind of frustrating. Anyways, yeah. So congratulations, Sam Rolfe, representing the United Kingdom in the Arena Championship. Number 1, does Other Dave have anything to add to this discussion?
Everything that I feel about it, you guys have said. It's everything is very obtuse, both on their website and so their tournament structure.
All right.
I don't know what else to say about it.
I feel you. So I guess
I respect Sam Rolfe more than Ben does.
I respect Sam Rolfe. I do.
You don't even. Sorry.
He rallied from behind to break through a Rakdos Sacrifice mirror match to win Arena Championship 1. It's right there on the website.
Well, I'm glad. I'm sorry, but I just feel bad for this guy now.
No. I am not shitting on Sam Rolfe, please. Don't send me hate mail.
Drama now, man. Anyways, let's move on to a challenge of our own, shall we? Yeah? Did you mention the challenge that's going on this afternoon?
Yeah, we're going to be playing a thing.
No, we shouldn't.
Why?
Well, I mean, by the time they listen to this podcast, the challenge will be over, right?
Let's listen.
That's true.
Let's mention that you should catch our VOD or check our YouTube channel.
Okay,
Yeah.
Or
fair
the
enough.
stunning conclusion to
We have video on demand?
we do on Twitch for, what is it, 9 days now? After?
Yeah. I mean, you can save it for longer if you really wanted to, but we have a YouTube for the more permanent archive. Okay, so let's do the setup. We battled using the starter decks, and we tried to make a winner, but we did not make a winner out of any of us, and we all tied. So we decided that we were going to go again, and this time we're out for blood.
Out for blood. Yeah.
I really think we need that movie trailer guy to do this. It would hit harder, you know.
This time, they're out for guacamole sculptures.
I'd eat that.
How old's the guacamole? If it's starting to turn gray, I don't want nothing to do with it.
I mean, I would guess that it's probably all gray. Just the amount of time it probably takes to make a sculpture. You know,
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't use any of the butter out of a butter sculpture.
Yeah, so if you're ever making a guacamole sculpture, try not to make something that's green, because by the time you're done, it's going to be brown or gray. So you want to shoot for something that's brown or gray, right? That's what you're saying?
Or you can do what I did last time I made a guacamole sculpture and make it of the Hulk. And as you start out, it's the Hulk. And then as the day goes by, you just change the name to Mr. Fix-It.
Mr.
Yeah.
Fix-It.
Yeah, it's the Gray Hulk.
Oh, is that his name?
Same.
Oh,
Technically, there's a difference between the two.
I in my head, Mr. Clean popped in immediately, and then I had to correct myself because I know that's Mr. Clean. But-
Mr. Clean, the Hulk, same difference.
Yeah.
Same thing. Anyways, back to our challenge.
No,
This
no.
by
Hold
far-
on. Question: who would win in a fight, the Gray Hulk or Mr. Clean?
Probably Mr. Clean.
Yeah, he's got some
He's
untapped
just-
power. He's
Dude.
hiding.
He got that sparkle, man.
Look, nobody
the
wears
shine
white-
off of his head would blind the Hulk.
Nobody has a cleaning job and wears white pants unless they're significantly badass.
Yeah, dude, he definitely is. You know it.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, back to our challenge. You guys are like the worst on staying on topic, I swear. So
I don't know why you recruited two people with ADD to assist you in staying on topic.
that's
You were
my
like, hey,
prime-
these two people have never been able to pay attention to anything in their lives. Let's get them to pay attention to something.
No, that's fair. That's on me. That's on me. All on that.
All right.
So last battle was pretty neck and neck, and I think it was probably our most exciting match.
Yeah,
What?
I didn't almost rage quit. No, wait, I did. Actually, I did rage quit. I actually did rage quit.
You totally did.
Dang it.
I'm not going to say it was the most exciting match. I will say it was the most even matches we have had.
Yes.
Well, okay, I'll give you that because some of them were a little. Anyway, it was the most even, most head to head, trading punches. So in order to finish this starter deck duel and crown a winner, we've picked new decks. Just to remind everybody what they are, so when we go to play and they catch the VOD, they know what we're playing, and then we'll take off.
Catch the VOD sounds like a...
You could just
we got it.
What?
I will
You
be.
got what?
Don't worry about it.
I got the
Okay.
VOD,
All right.
and I'm giving it to you. So we picked each other's decks, right? The two other people picked the third person's deck. So you guys picked for me aerial domination.
Yes. And then y'all picked for me large and in charge. It's the mono green one. I don't remember what it's called.
The big stompy stomp.
Yeah, big stompy one.
And I got the red-black artifact deck.
Yes, the starter version of the one that just won the arena challenge. So maybe
Yeah.
maybe we did
oh
it
my
in.
God. Damn it.
Ah!
I get the feeling the starter version is far less competent.
Oh yeah.
than the tournament version.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't have a Shouldred in it.
Night at the end of last
that you
Crusade.
know of.
You have chosen poorly. No.
Yep, that's exactly what happened when we chose that. All right. Cool.
I'm gonna make a deck with the same name as it and play it, but I'm gonna put 4 shoulders in.
We're like, wait a minute. This deck was put together before Shouldred existed. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ben.
4 shouldered and 4 braids.
Yep. Let's do it.
This is very suspicious. Tell us where they can find us since we're wrapping this here show up.
Yeah, you can find us on Twitter at MPGPod. You can find me on my personal Twitter at BeNiceMPG. And where can they find you, Moderator Dave?
They can find me on the Twitter spaces at Dave_MPG. Where are you currently located and phoning in from, Other Dave?
I am in Missouri. I am trapped in a psychiatric museum.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
They told me it was a museum, and then they locked me in.
It's like Hotel California.
There are lots of wax statues here that are getting tortured. I don't understand.
That sounds terrifying. And not conducive to mental health at all.
Seems like the exact opposite of where you'd want to put somebody having a mental health crisis.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Well,
I hope you get out in time for 30. It's right around the bend.
Yeah, when is Magic 30 again?
Into October.
Oh, okay. No. You're like the gateway to the West, so you're almost there. Yeah.
You've got a month to use the tattoos on your body to generate a plan to facility and recruit a handful of other convicts to get out.
They got a guy named Teabag in there.
Leave him in there. He's no good. He will not help you at all. Well, that's the show, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Y'all, bye. Okay.
Bye.
So how do I get to the winning one? Just scroll down until I get to Samwise Gamgee.